Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, y'all? How's everything? It's okay with me. I'm here. Uh, hey, tomorrow's the last game of the week, man. We made it through week one, man. We made it through week one. Shout out to all the degenerates. What we're doing right now, going through preseason like we do every year for so many years. Uh, that has been went past. We're exercising that muscle. Putting ourselves in position to for future circumstances, and I think it's pretty good as long as you're being responsible with your money, whether you're playing fantasy or you're betting on the books or whatever the case may be. Even sites like Prize Picks. So I think it's always a great thing. I play I play on the books a lot as well. So what a lot of people fail to realize is that fantasy, DFS, fantasy, whatever the case may be, is very beneficial to you, especially when you betting on the books. Player props and things like that. Everything works hand in hand. So a lot of people say, well, how does this person, know this person's going to go over or under X, Y, Z, or whatever the case may be? It's because they've been exercising that muscle for so long. But I can go on and on and on about that situation. I just think fantasy and DFS is beneficial to those who are on the books, and people already know that. There's big time players that make that transition, whether it's from the books to DFS or DFS to the books. So more than likely it's DFS to the books. But anyway, we're gonna get into some preseason uh, picks again, and we have one game: the Colts versus the Carolina Panthers, and I would, I mean, it's gonna, it's gonna be a showdown slate for fantasy, and there's a lot of chalky players out there. If you have been losing, don't get discouraged. In tournaments, you're probably gonna have some ties. You might not have some ties. It's gonna be somebody who you're not on that's gonna pop off, and it is what it is. That's why we have to do things responsibly, and make these bets responsibly, and make these lineups responsibly, and manage your bankroll responsibly. There are, I could just go through the chalky plays right now. I mean, even if I just go to the depth chart, I can go through some chalky plays, whatever the case may be. But the way that we're going to win is we're going to have to differentiate yourself from the field, because it's going that's the way you're going to battling people with these scripts and optimizers and maxing out the lineups is going to be very tough. You know what I'm saying? Cash is pretty good. You playing cash in fantasy, that's pretty good on DFS. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the plays that I point out, and what the industry's been pointing out. You know what I'm saying? But late minute news up until lock, you have to be glued. Twitter is your friend. Use Twitter like a Google search. Okay, if you're not following me on Twitter, then that's fine. But like I say, I have lists, Twitter lists, as for a preseason Twitter list, regular season NFL Twitter list, and you use that search bar. You use the hell out of that search bar. Okay. Now, let's get into some plays. Um, Sam Darnold on the Colts side. We know Sam Darnold shouldn't play, whatever the case may be. That's going to leave us uh, Walker and Greer. These two guys are in play. I'd imagine they get a half apiece. Christian McCaffrey, we probably won't see him. Chuba Hubbard is definitely in play. You just got to make sure you get the playing time on this guy, okay? That's something that can make you or break you, even if you decide to fade. Bonifant, he's in play. Rodney Smith, he's in play. But you have to keep your ear to the streets. It's only one game. keep your ear to the streets on Twitter. You're gonna have guys like Cannon, you know, that are in play. So, keep an eye on that. Wide receivers for Carolina, you got Robbie Anderson. I expect him or DJ Moore to play if any at all. If they do, you know what I'm saying, they might play a little, but I doubt if they play. Terrence Marshall Jr. Terrence Marshall Jr. is not on my radar. The guy like Shy Smith, he was somebody who was on my radar. It definitely probably somebody that'll be a little lower on than some of the rest of the guys, and you can look towards him. Omar Bayless, he should be really, really chalky. So and rightfully so. So he's someone that you can look at. Hogan is somebody that you can look at as well. On the tight end side of things, we probably won't see Darren Arnold. Ian Thomas is somebody we probably won't see. If we won't see that much of him. Trimble, he's in play. For a showdown slate, I probably don't like to go to tight ends like that. Showdown slates, I like to slap in defenses and especially in cash, defenses in the captain spot are most valuable, especially in cash. Okay, a tournament, when you go with the captain spot, you probably want to mix it up a little bit. One of your personal favorite plays, and just hope it rides out for you. Let's move over to the coach side of things. Carson Wentz, he probably won't be playing, okay? So that leaves us with, well, we know he won't be playing, but, that leaves us with Jacob Eason, Ellinger, and Hundley, okay? Eason and Ellinger, or whatever the case, however you say his name, they're probably going to get maybe a quarter and a half, whatever the case may be, and a piece. And then you might get Hundley, might get a quarter, or they might try to split it up a little bit more than what Hundley get a little bit more. But, I think, I'll say Jacob Eason and Ellinger will probably get more run than Hundley. So, between the quarterback situation on both teams, PJ Walker and Ellinger, they're going to be really high on, especially because of their rushing, upside. But, Eason and Greer, those will probably be the two lower on guys. And, those are some guys that you could probably get an edge on, you know what I'm saying? So, and at the quarterback's position, especially Greer, even though he's probably going to get two quarters, I think he'll still be lower on than Walker and Eason, all right? And Walker and Ellinger. Eason and Greer, they're in the same, category, whatever the case may be, but I still think Will Greer might be lower on than those guys. Hundley is definitely a tournament option. I don't know how much of Jonathan Taylor, Marlon Mack, and I don't even think we'll see Nyheim Hines, if we'll see any one of these three guys. We got to keep our ears to the street, okay? Late news is the best news to get it one up, man. Everybody's going off a lot of the same information, so you know what I'm saying. Twitter is where you're gonna find it at. Jordan Wilkins, he's one of my favorite plays. LeMay, he's in play, all right. Then, you have to figure it out from there, especially with guys like Jackson and Anderson, you know what I'm saying? But anybody can pop one and you'd be like, where the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. On the wide receiver side, you got T.Y. Hilton, Pittman Jr., and Pascal. I don't know what we're gonna see between T.Y. Hilton and Pittman Jr. We know they're definitely solidified. Pascal, he's solidified. We know that as well. Uh, uh, Mike Strachan, he's probably one of my favorites. He's gonna be uber chalk. A lower owned guy probably would be Doolin. Padman, he's getting some love in camp or whatever the case may be. So he's somebody that you can look at. And then, like I keep saying, you're going to have to keep your ear to the streets. Gonna have to keep your ear to the streets. Getting that late news is the best thing. It's the best thing that's especially on the showdown slate. That's the best thing. So I encourage you. You have to be up. You have to be stalking that Twitter. You have to. I'm trying to see if I can give you one more receiver that I like. I had some notes. I don't even look at my notes. Nope. I didn't have anybody else knocked down, but that's a good thing. So, no, I'm not gonna give you guys anybody else. If I have anybody else, I'll put them in my comment section. On the tight end side of things, Jack Doyle and Mo Ali Cox, we probably won't see these guys. If we do, it probably won't be that much. Then you got guys like Granson. Granson is probably going to be the uber chalk. So, on the showdown slate, I just don't really. I burned myself on the Hall of Fame game by trying to be cute and going to a tight end, but if I had to go one, it might be Granson, but I'm probably not going no tight ends, and I'm going to be playing light. So, that's about it. Defenses I like. I'm probably going to have to lean towards Indianapolis. That's what I'm going to have to lean towards. So, there you have it. That'll just about do it. But tips like you can go over to shout out to Prize Picks. They've been carrying the torch for prop bets for quite some time. Okay, they got everything. Preseason, NBA Summer League, where NBA Summer League, where you can just have a blast here. They have single stat DFS, and then they have fantasy score. Okay, where they use FanDuel scoring for everything. All right, so you can parlay up these picks, and there you have it. But since we're on the NFL right now, stick with the NFL. And the single stat DFS, they use fantasy. They use FanDuel for fantasy score. They use FanDuel scoring model. So that's something to keep in mind. Single stat DFS is pretty much straight up here, where you can go over under 24.5 rushing yards for Canton, LeMay, Anderson. So. And then you got to look at some of the guys that they're on as well. Like Darius Anderson is somebody that wasn't on my radar, but that you could really just you have to look into and see why they're listing some of these plays, because some of these players right here can make you or break you as well. They have Rod Smith and they have Jordan Wilkins and Chuba Hubbard. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get a general idea. They're not that fast to change the lines on these players either. So you can get an edge here really, really quick. For the fantasy score, they have Will Greer, Mika Simon. Who else different did they have here? They had Shai Smith. I did point him out. Jacob Eason, Mike Strachan. So some of these guys are going to be uber chalk just off Prize Picks alone, okay? And you can look to some of these players and you can do some of your research on these guys as well. They're giving you some plays if you're not even if you're not paying attention. They're giving you some plays. So that's Prize Picks in a nutshell, and I can go over to the books as well. Uh, a lot of people, especially in my group, in fact, let me shoot over to the group real fast. It's the FanDuel group, Facebook group, 23,000 members. We got everybody's not active, but we got a lot of people that's getting ready to come out of their closet right now. All right. So it's mostly predominantly sports betting. So there you have that. Kiana, she's always so helpful. She's just she's in it to win it every single day. Shout out to her. And we just got people here just really, really getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? Elwood say he almost hit for 300K tonight. He must have been off one. You're going to see a lot of that. He says, I lost 24K by 5 points today. You know what I'm saying? He almost cracked them like he, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you see he posted winners. We post winners. And we post tickets before, or whatever the case may be. So, congratulations to everybody in the group. Big shout out to them. I love them. That's the gang. My boy Justice, he's sending shouts out to everybody who he tailed and got information from. So there you have that. He cracked them today. It's just just like Lavelle say, the preseason unders is going to send FanDuel into bankruptcy. So FanDuel Sportsbook is pretty popular. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to get at me. Get at me in the comments or whatever the case may be. I love to interact with any and everybody whenever I can. So that's how we do that. We had some nice big time hitters tonight. Okay, this guy here, he smoked them tonight. He had a 7K win tonight off $12, and nothing. So it is what it is. Great community. We have our ups and downs, but it is what it is with that. So I'll leave you guys with that. My social media links will be in the description. You guys can follow me on Twitter. If you're interested in Prize Picks, you could use my link. They'll match your deposit up to $100, and you can have some fun like that. On the books, we're looking at the Carolina Panthers and Indianapolis Colts. They are the favorite right now, and they have the over-under at 33.5. You know what I'm saying? So preseason, we really don't know, but the shit can go either way. All right, so they also have some parlays out right now. As far as first of all, they have the margins out. You know what I'm saying? You could bet Carolina 1 to 13 points, or you got the Colts 1 to 13 points, or the Panthers 14 plus at 550, whatever the case may be. The Colts at 14 plus at 350. So they got some nice bets right there. Then they have a couple parlays on the books. So they have some line total parlays, and they have the money line total parlays. So they have some pretty decent little odds right here. Everything's in the plus, so you don't have to worry about that right now up until lock. But if you know something that you think they don't know, then it's more beneficial to jump on those lines as soon as possible. Okay, if you like the Colts to win by 3 and over or under, then over or under, then this bet's right here for you. Same things for the Carolina Panthers. If you like them to win, over or under 34.5, and the money, the totals. They have the totals on parlay as well. Then they have some pretty decent bets right there. Everything in the plus right now. up until the games go live. Then they're gonna switch things up. So I encourage you guys, if you're watching this video, to hurry up and get on over to the books. See what our line's at right now. It might change by the next time you see this video. So with that being said, man, peace out, man. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. It's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm up making videos, man. But shout out to all my degenerates. We're gonna make it, man. Peace.